OH.REPORT joining you live from the Eagles Nest here in Sunbury, Ohio for a match that has major OCC implications written all over it. The Westerville North Warriors taking on the Big Walnut Golden Eagles right here at the Eagles Nest. I've got decades-long Central Ohio coach Chris Rupe joining me on color commentary tonight. Join me next for the Crown Dodge Jeep Ram Chrysler pregame show.
Better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Bryce with the OH.REPORT joining you for the Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show. I'm joined with Chris Rupe, decades-long Central Ohio coach. How are you doing, Chris Rupe?
Great. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. We've got some great basketball action for you coming up. We hear the energy from this crowd, the boos, as Westerville North takes the field. We've got a great pregame show coming up for you here. Let's take a look at the Westerville North team spotlight. And as a team, they're shooting 70.1 points per game and allowing 48.5, so domination on all sides of the ball and a 7.1 rebounding differential, so they have the physicality to be able to compete inside. What do you like so much after seeing this team once already, Chris?
The speed, their ability to get out in transition, their ability to press, to create havoc. I mean, that's the biggest thing they look forward to doing and do very well at it.
Now let's take a look at the away team spotlight for Westerville North. It's going to be Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins just competing so speedy, 19 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 3.5 assists per game. And we got to look at him. What do you have to say? I
mean, the last time we saw him, he's just one of those guys that does everything. I mean, offensively, defensively, he's a spark player, a kind of guy that leads this team. When he's going well, they're going to go well.
Great point there. Now let's take a look at the keys to victory tonight for the Westerville North Warriors. It's going to be glass domination. You have a great body, great size in Vari Adams, but against Olentangy Orange, where he had them a favorable matchup, they were out rebounded by 10 rebounds, so you have to stay strong inside, post up, and do everything you can to get to those boards, especially offensively, and use all of your assets. We can see, sometimes in Westerville North, they can fall into a bit of complacency where they are exclusively looking for that three-point shot, but you have to use everybody. Get the ball to all parts of the court so you can score from anywhere.
I agree with that, and I think a big key for Westerville North is going to be Vari, and when I say that, he needs to stay out of foul trouble. They need his size to compete against the size that Big Walnuts can bring into the table, because I'm not sure anybody else can give up that size to compete with them as well as he can.
Now let's take a look at the Big Walnut Golden Eagles, their team spotlight. So far this season, they're 7-2, 3-1 in the Ohio Capital Conference. Both teams tonight competing for that top spot. They're scoring 59.9 points per game and allowing 50.2, so that positive, favorable differential for them. Shooting more than 50% at 52% from the field and a 36% three-point percentage.
Yeah, Coach Bartlett, I worked with him previously when I was here, and he's going to have these kids ready to play. They're going to get down and dirty, and they're going to play some tough defense. It's going to be a really contrasting style of game, because Big Walnut's going to want to slow this down, and North's going to want to push the ball up and down the floor. And if Big Walnut can handle this pressure, you could have a very interesting situation here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the player spotlight for the Big Walnut Golden Eagles, and it is none other than Trent Miner. When we covered him the first time, he was actually our MVP player of the game. He has 17.2 points per game this season, 5.6 rebounds, and shooting 64% from the field as a forward. I mean, that's phenomenal. That's
impressive. I mean, 64% from the field. I mean, realistically, anything over 50 is what does a good job. I mean, he's scoring from all ends of it too, and he's obviously successful with doing it.
And when Brian and I got the opportunity to speak to him, he spoke about being able to use all of the assets that are on the court and being able to spread it out, being able to score when he needs to. Really has a lot of options in his team. Now let's take a look at the keys to victory for Big Walnut tonight. They're going to need to keep up with those guards, Ty Perkins, but of course we see guys like MC Walker, Micah Young, and they'll even stretch it out a little bit with Ian Robinson, who are just so speedy and good at moving the ball across the floor.
I mean, this game's going to be controlled by either Westerville North's guards or Big Walnut's guards. Whichever one handles the pressure, if Big Walnut's guards will handle the pressure, they'll be successful. If Westerville North creates turnovers, it can be a different type of game. So it's all going to be handled outside when it comes to that.
And of course, use that size advantage that you have, right? We see that Westerville North, one of their weaker points is they are undersized, right? You see guys like Ian Robinson, who's 6'3", playing that power forward position. So they can really kind of box guys out, kind of bully themselves back into that lane.
Correct, and that's why I say that for Westerville North, Vari is going to be important, because who else is going to match up with Minor? I mean, size-wise, I'm not sure anyone else in the Big Westerville North's team can match him as far as what he brings to the table. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup. That's why I say he has to stay out of foul trouble. He has to stay on the floor.
Now getting a look at the teams as they warm up in an exciting matchup. As mentioned before, both teams are still competing for that top spot in an ultra-competitive OCC. Dublin Scioto and Hayes also competing tonight. So
yeah, and after one there right now, Delaware's up 28-17.
28-17 after one, so Hayes continuing to be excellent. But both teams tonight pretty excellent in their own rights as well.
For sure, and it's going to have some major implications of what's going to take place in this conference.
And you've coached alongside Coach Bartlett, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of big games before. What do you think he's saying to the players to get them ready for this game?
Well, knowing Brett, he's very calm and collective, and I think his players will be the same way. And he has some excellent leadership behind him in Coach Kavickia, who coached here at Big Walnut for 20 years. So he has a lot of people to help him out as well, too. That's great.
Big Walnut High School is proud to have you as our guest in this contest between Big Walnut High School
now both teams lining up for
the privilege of
the
this game
national
is made
anthem.
possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect our country by removing your caps and standing as we proudly join the singing of our national anthem to be played by the Big Walnut Pep Band.
With respects being played, it's about time to play basketball.
You know, Bryce, I'm expecting Big Walnut to come out maybe in some type of zone, try to slow this game down, and try to limit possessions, because I think that's one way they will be successful.
And that's part of the interesting part of early season, getting into the late season, as teams start to realize how to address you. You start to see different options they have to kind of slow you down or to get you out of your game.
And I think that's going to be the way they get them out of that game. They come out and have some type of zone, and then on offense, try to hold the ball, make long possessions, because the less that Westerville North has the ball, the better it's going to be for them. So it's going to be contrasting styles for sure.
Every year, these individuals attend clinics, participate in rules meetings, and take tests and preparation for
Now
the
a
season.
sportsmanship message being
During the
read
season, these dedicated men
new this
and
year
women
where
take time away from the
they'll
personal
typically have a
and
player,
work
but it
schedules
sounds like it's
and
being read by
families provide our
PA.
student
A
athletes the
reminder to
opportunity
respect
spend
the
days in love,
referees in
contribute
this
to the
game.
overall
They are
experience. Our student
they're getting
athletes
paid, but
succeed
not
while
exceptionally
participating
well.
in
They're
education.
giving their time out of their busy lives to be able to make youth sports possible, high school sports possible.
Please stand.
Yeah, as someone who previously had their license to officiate, I have a lot of respect for those guys. People don't understand what they go through and how hard this job truly is, and how they're not perfect. Nobody is, but they do the best that they can do, and they work hard at what they do.
Brandon Kelly and Brad Wilkins. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Big Walnut.
Yeah, going back to what I was talking to you about, though, too, with Coach Kavickia, he was here at Big Walnut previously for 20 years. I was fortunate enough to coach under him and coach under Mike Hoying, and both of those gentlemen are now part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association's Hall of Fame for coaching. He put in a lot of effort and time here and built this program from scratch here at Big Walnut, and it's nice to see him back here helping Bartlett out, who took over probably 5-6 years ago from Eric Myers.
And I remember playing in Mount Gilead. We saw Big Walnut as, a small school like us way back in the day, but they've just flourished and gotten so large, and their programs are so competitive.
Yeah, agreed. And to be competing at the level of, compared to some of these other schools, they don't have half the enrollment. He's done a very good job here in his short tenure here. I remember when I was back here coaching probably 7 or 8 years ago, maybe shorter than that. I had a group that when they were freshmen, we always said they were going to be pretty solid. Well, by their senior year, Bartlett took them in, and they won their first tournament game in a long, long time. So he's done a very good job here.
So great work put into that program, but this program over at Westerville North, they've made some really great strides this season, have been super competitive. Their only losses this season have been to Hayes by 1, and Orange they took it for 1 possession for inside of a minute. So this is a team that we could see competing for the top spot at the end of the season for the OCC.
Agreed. They have the chance to make a long tournament run. And I don't mean just a district title. We could be seeing a Final Four regional type team. That's what Westerville North brings to the table. And they've had a long-lasting program. You look back to the years Sean Stonerook and all the guys they've had come through there. They've always been successful, and the coaching has always been top-notch there.
Now as both teams are introduced, we are getting ready to get underway. Vari Adams and Tommy Campagna to kick us off. Both teams getting a stretch.
I think Big Walnut has to start fast. We got to compete right away.
High ball, high jump on both sides, but Westerville North comes away with opening tip. They start things off in familiar fashion, working the ball around that arc.
Big Walnut did come out in a 2-3 zone to start the game.
So perhaps you're right, looking to slow things down as Ian Robinson rolls one around and out. Big Walnut gets their first look at things tonight. And gets inside, Ty Perkins with a block from behind. Brody Hatfield trying to take things to the rim, but foiled. Lob pass into Minor. Minor has the double team. Ty Perkins strips it away and just floats into the lane on the fast break for an easy 2 points. Westerville North first on the floor, but Trent Minor gets his own look. This one rolls around and goes. Tied back up at 2. Fast pace already.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me how they got on that fast break right there. They definitely moved the ball down quickly. Kind of caught Westerville North off guard, too.
I was caught off guard by just how wide open Ty Perkins was on that.
Agreed.
And that one goes over the backboard, so Trent Minor is going to take things out. A familiar full court press from Westerville North. He's Be a man press, and Ty Perkins, the steal, goes one-on-one with Minor. No foul call. Easy right hand.
That was a good no call right there.
Minimal contact.
Yeah.
Right?
And it didn't impact the play, and that's the main part about it. If it's not going to impact the play, you don't need to blow the whistle.
And Brody Hatfield looking for Tommy Campagna. Unable to do so, just throws it out of bounds. So the pressure perhaps getting to Big Walnut early.
For sure. 3 turnovers and 5 possessions.
Never a good sign. Perhaps they can clean it up here. And Walker off front rim. Bit of a brick there. The Eagles take things up court. Inside to Campagna, just short the alligator arm.
Yeah, see, what I'd like to see a little more of right now is every possession down. I think Minor needs to touch the ball. He's got to get a touch.
And Perkins short himself. Keep the score at 4-2. And Hatfield flying into the lane. A beautiful floater with the right hand from about 6 feet. Ties things up.
See, I think that the Big Walnut wants to play this game in the 40s and 50s, and Westerville North wants to get out and run.
Bari Adams with the right hand trying to use his body to shield away, but it looks like Tommy Campagna came away with the block. Brody Hatfield again flying in. And I like the aggression so far as he's fouled.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that right there, I mean, they're taking their ball to the basket, but they're not relying on jump shots right now. And that's going to hurt Westerville North when they start attacking. Hopefully it doesn't lead into foul trouble for them.
First one, no good. The second one also short. Everyone's short tonight.
Short arm, both of those. Those are the ones they got to have. It's important.
Especially early on. I mean, you can establish your rhythm through free throws alone at times.
Agreed. That puts them in the lead, even just making one of the two. And now, see that right there, to me, that's a 5-point swing.
Ian Robinson stares down the basket, puts in the 3.
Foul number 2, Perkins.
Perkins called for a foul. Perkins with 4 points on the night. So difficult to break this full court press. So smart with the traps. Campagna rolls out, could have made another pass into the corner, it looks like.
Yeah, that's 2 now that he's given up inside of 3 feet. He's got to finish. He's short arm both.
And Perkins for 3. No good. The putback also out. Looking up the floor. Federer has trouble with it, ends up throwing it out. Crowd wants to travel. Pressure's there. Right back. Minor, the pump fake. And the 3. No good from Connor Waters. And really not getting any open shooting looks tonight.
No, and that's a shot that you don't really want to settle for in a type of game like this. You need to take what they're going to give you. That was forced. I feel like that was, too, a little bit there.
A couple of offensive rebounds, but finally Campagna just collects it. Minor one-on-one with Micah Young. Makes it up court. Crossover. Minor from about 3 feet behind the arc drills it.
You know, that was pretty deep, but it was in rhythm. And you could tell he was very comfortable to release that.
sure as a coach, I mean, there's got to be some trust you build up over that they can make those shots, right?
For sure. And obviously he's proved it in practice and everything else. One thing that kind of worries me about this zone that they're currently in right now, too, some of the top defenders, they got their backs turned to the backside. They're going to have to watch that as long because the skip pass is going to beat this.
Fans not happy about this as Vari Adams went up for the dunk, and referees say he was fouled. 3 guys checking in for Westerville North. It's like Ronald Jackson, one of them. First one for Adams is good. Tyson Perkins and Nolan Fedak checking into the game. Fedak played really great relief against Olentangy Orange for Vari Adams when Adams was getting his breathers, but he just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time. That one touched every part of the rim and goes in. Vari Adams checks out now.
Well, so far early on, this game's definitely being played at Big Walnut's pace. And they've handled the pressure pretty well.
Definitely so. I mean, you can, compliment Westerville North for being patient, but they're not really getting the looks that they want.
Correct. I mean, like I said, 3 turnovers the first 5 possessions. We haven't had one since then. So they've kind of settled in a little bit.
Minor, top of the key, working on Young. Hatfield fading away, a beautiful shot.
Great shot. That was the home bounce too right there.
And the 3-ball from Ronald Jackson.
I believe that's Stanley Jackson's boy, isn't it?
It is,
That's
yes.
what I thought.
Former Ohio State quarterback Stanley Jackson. Steal, Fedak has trouble with it himself. The no-look pass. And an easy right hand for Graham Federer. Give the assist to Brody Hatfield. Perkins, quick step, Micah Young, the 3, it's long. Fedak, the rebound, but Campagna strips it away. Hatfield looks up court, puts his head down, foul called. Perkins called for his 2nd foul here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to see that right now for them. They're going to need him on the floor, not sitting on the bench watching with 2 fouls.
Especially on a touch foul like that. I mean, there wasn't much substance to it, but you can't put your hands on the guy like that.
Well, they're really emphasizing that right now. The officials are trying to get rid of all this physical play that's almost too much. Right. Having hands on hips and all that stuff. Strong
Minor
move.
powers his way in, no good, gets the rebound, gets his own rebound once again, that's 2, and he's fouled, fading away. So no shot, he'll be forced to take 2.
Minor at the line, shooting 2.
He's strong down there.
Very strong, 6'5" forward. I'd like to take a second to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be live and free right here on the OH Report. I'd like to thank Douglas Property Services. Elevating properties, enriching lives, from window and door services to handyman expertise. We've got you covered. Call 614-327-8926 for your free quote today. Big Walnut now with the lead. Poked out of bounds, they'll take possession again.
This zone is definitely causing problems for them. I feel like they're also looking a little rattled with it, and they need to be a little more patient.
Patience indeed. Hatfield takes things over the midway line. Looks for an option, but throws it right into the hand of Robinson. Warriors on a fast break looking for an option. The Euro step puts it up himself. It's good for two. They take back the lead.
Five seconds to go. You want to see a good shot. No foul there. Oh.
Foul called against Micah Young.
See, and what you hate to see with that in particular, that's the 5th team foul. So now he's going to go to the free throw line with these new rules that are in place now. At that point, you better off just let him go ahead and shoot that half-court shot and see what he makes. Now he's got a chance for two right here.
Chance for two indeed. Rims out the first one. He's ready to strike for the second. This one also no good, so a missed opportunity there puts it right back up. And that will bring an end to the first quarter. Westerville North leading this one 14-13 over the Big Walnut Golden Eagles.
Santa Claus is coming to crown.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to crown.
And a quick touch pass. Beautiful little pass there. Sorry, Adams puts it back up.
Great pass by Perkins there. Everyone in the gym thought he was shooting that except for Vari.
And Minor into the corner. Gets it for himself off his fingertips and a turnover. It's got to sting a bit.
I think it's big for Westerville North to get Perkins back in there and see what they can create with him.
Perkins receives it. Robinson the three, count it. Oh, and some contact. Robinson wants a charge call. A three is short. Waters the rebound, a fadeaway from 6 feet, rolls it in for 2. And mulling from the audience as everyone wanted something called on that. Ty Perkins, 2 feet behind the three-point line, bangs it in for 3. Minor throws it away. Perkins all alone. A no-look pass to Adams, who throws it to Young in the corner. A jump shot rolls out. A beautiful possession. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, 2 very nice passes right there. Watching this currently where we are right now, being up by 9, if I'm Westerville North's coach, I'm actually probably going to take Perkins out of this and try to avoid him getting that 3rd foul potentially.
Gorgeous three-point shot. Waters.
That's his 2nd this quarter.
Very good from the Warriors. A trap coming, but leaves a man wide open. Pump fakes. Oh, and too long. Trent Minor with the putback after the offensive rebound, making his presence known. Robinson working things around, moving inside of 45 seconds. We'll see how they work this.
Yeah, you hold this for 1 possession. Take this into the half. Good call. I think they're probably going to try to run something and get Perkins an open look here. Wouldn't surprise me if he loops through here and they try to pop something in the corner with a screen. They're going to screen the down man and the up man here.
Crowd really getting into it now. Sorry, Adams moving along the baseline, clearing things out. And Tyson Perkins tries to throw it in, but he throws it away a bit too early of a shot. That one goes out of bounds with 1.2 seconds left on the clock. So that's the time that they'll have to take to traverse the ball 94 feet.
Well, that's what Big Walnut wanted as far as that possession defensively right there.
And Perkins, a three. Looks like he got it off. Oh, just off. So that'll bring it into this first half. Westerville North leading this by 4 over the Big Walnut Golden Eagles. Stay with us. We're going to have the Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show coming up next.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
Bryce Cutter with the OH Report, joining you live for the Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. So far, Westerville North leading this contest 34-30 after one half of play. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats so far. And the Warriors winning 34-30, but 7 for 12 for field goals, 4 for 8, 3-point, 12 rebounds, 12 turnovers. A bit of a tough spot for them. 2 fouls and 2 for 8 from free throw. Bolton Eagles, though, 7 for 13 from field goal range, 6 for 13 from three-point range, 7 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 7 fouls, and 2 for 2 on free throws. And so far, you know, Chris, we talked about some of the options that Big Walnut had to try to slow down this team. You see that happening?
I think they've done a pretty good job of that. Big Walnut definitely has made the possessions a lot harder on Westerville North than what they probably expected. They've also done a very good job of making them live and die by the three when they are in a quarter-court possession. But, I mean, to Westerville North credit, though, they've they've been able to slow it down and try to keep this game with a rhythm for themselves too, because they want to play fast, but they're not able to tonight. So they were also able to play slow. That kind of impresses me. It surprises me a lot.
And, I mean, definitely a great skill to have for a team who's typically used to playing high-paced, high-volume basketball, shooting a lot of threes, trying to get easy looks on the fast break. But they have another layer to them, right? They can continue to crack at this tough Big Walnut defense.
And what surprised me, too, though, is everybody's contributing tonight. It's not just one guy. Most of the time, everybody relies to think it's going to be either Perkins or it's going to be Vari. But tonight, that's not the case. So it's been a team process as far as Westerville North goes.
Getting ready to get underway here in the third quarter. Stats presented to you by the Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show.
So Big Walnut with the change. Instead of being in a 2-3, they come out in a 3-2.
Pass right off the legs. It'll be a turnover. Hatfield alone on a fast break. A spin move puts it up. Off the backboard. Big Walnut wants a goaltending for interference on the basket by Vari Adams. They don't get it. Onto the wing, Micah Young hits back iron. Ty Perkins with the offensive rebound. It comes right to him.
That probably could have been called a goaltending. I could see that for sure.
Ty Perkins. It's like a no-look layup. That was beautiful. Hatfield looking for a response. Minor throws it into the corner, just throws it away. So a turnover of their own.
That's a possession that Big Walnut really needed right there. You could have got this down to 4 or 3 with that.
Working it around, a little bit of that patience we were talking about. And a 3-ball from Perkins. And Minor comes right back, wants a foul, doesn't get it. We'll have to settle for 2. And now Young takes baseline. Has some trouble with it, dishes it back out to Perkins, who can't get it to go. Over the back foul called on Vari Adams. That'll be Adams' first.
I think that was a little bit of a heat check right there.
Very well could be indeed 11 points on the night for Ty Perkins. Now Hatfield into the corner, and a charge is called, I believe, on Tommy Campagna as he came through the lane.
Yeah, they got him there for an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen, so an offensive foul will lead to a turnover. Now Perkins, the shot, rolls it in.
You know, Perkins is going to get credit for that bucket, but that bucket actually happened because Vari set a very good screen for him right there.
I love to see it out of a post player able to play off the ball reliably. And Minor, the intended recipient of that pass, but a bit late from Hatfield. Westerville North throws it out of bounds, getting a bit too audacious on the fast break. Now Waters has got to hurry, finally does get it across half court.
You know, for a big guy, Waters handles the ball really well for being 6'5".
Very much so. Gets around quickly. A quick fadeaway, mid-range jumper. add it to his credit.
You know, we talked pregame about a situation where I'm surprised North hasn't held the ball and made them come out of the zone.
Good point. Waters into the shot. Kind of an ugly one. Grabs it out of bounds, trying to save it. No good. Minor, pretty little shot after the whistle, though.
And I think Big Walnut just realized that. So they pull it out of the zone because eventually Westerville North's just going to hold the ball.
Up by 7, they do have that option. It looks like they're still working. Micah Young, a high dribble. Double dribble is called, so the Eagles force a turnover.
That's 3 for each team so far this quarter.
Minor taking things himself, but gets stripped by Robinson. Robinson gets blocked out of bounds. So the Warriors will retain possession. A quick sequence of events there.
And that was a great block by Minor because if that jam goes down, this gym could have erupted.
We've seen it from Robinson before. It's always what I'm impressed with is the athleticism at this level. How many kids can get up there? I mean, Recruiter we saw in a JV game dunks like 6 times. Robinson, a fadeaway, and he's fouled.
Basket by Robinson.
He'll go to the basket for 1. Ronald Jackson checking in for MC Walker. Out of the line for 1 is Robinson. Count it. Now up by double digits for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we may indeed see a timeout here real soon.
And Minor with the screen. Hatfield working.
Coach Bartlett loves that high pick and roll.
What is he looking for on that? Is he looking for these low shots, or is he looking for open threes?
He's looking ideally to see the post player drop. Everybody follows him with a kick out to get to the opposite wing with a skip pass to go to wide open look, or hit the post player if they're wide open.
Now Tyson Perkins will check in.
You've seen this continual motion go on right here. Guys are going to continue to curl cut back and forth. Vari Adams for 3.
Brief camera difficulties here. And 37-44 with inside of 2 minutes still.
Number 14, Perkins.
Still 44-37. Big Walnut's going to take the ball out on the sideline. Hopefully we can get this camera fixed here real quick for you guys. And we're back. Waters for 3 off the top, out of bounds. Got 1:32 left here in the third. It's been an interesting situation to see what happens here. Westerville North's got no starters currently on the floor right now. It's a good time for them to get a breather, being up 7, because you know you're going to need them come fourth quarter. Fall away by Micah Young. Stump with a deep 3 right there. Mike Young with a pull-up 15 feet, missed the shot. We're still stuck at 44-37 with less than a minute to go. Foul, Big Walnut. 52 seconds left. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if they try to get to this quarter, maybe settle for one shot in this situation right here. Just run the clock out, get through the third quarter, and get to the fourth. Westerville North's gaining a lot of valuable minutes from these non-starters too, where they're able to let the bench guys come in and play, keep these starters fresh because they're going to need them come the fourth quarter. Great pass. 2 points by Westerville North there. Now 46-37. Big Walnut for 2, 46-39. Looks like Westerville North's going to set up for one shot here with 10 seconds left to go. Kick ball. Westerville North will be taking the ball into the basket right now. 3.3 seconds left. So they're either going to have to get a quick shot off, or they're going to try to throw something towards the rim and get a tip in with this situation right now. He's got a catch, shoot. Too late. After the buzzer, miss. 46-39. Westerville North over Big Walnut after.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
Coming back to you live now as we have fixed our camera issues here. Fourth quarter action. Now Minor getting to work. Shot and a foul.
Foul number 15, Fennec.
Now Big Walnut's going to take advantage of these free throws here.
First free throw. Rolls around and is no good.
They're 2 for 9 from the line currently. Make that 2 for 10.
And, I mean, that's nothing you want to see as a coach.
No, especially in a 7-point ball game. Right now, if you just make half of those, it's a one-possession game.
Out of bounds here, and something I'm seeing as well is down low is they're expecting contact. They want to go to the free throw line rather than putting up those good shots and absorbing the contact, right?
Correct. But you got to finish those free throws when they're given to you.
Finally gets the ball in bounds. And the three, no good. Air ball. And Fedak underneath the basket on the baseline, back door. He's so good at that.
Yeah, the defense got sucked in, and he went back door and got an easy layup out of that.
Inside of money time, as our friend Brian Skoronsky would say, as Big Walnut drills a three and a timeout is called.
You know, I really like this freshman, this stump boy. He's not afraid at all. He just goes right at it for being such a young kid. He's showing some poise and he's showing some talent right there. And I think this is a good timeout by Coach Bartlett. Get something set up right here, maybe try to do some type of pressure. Throw something at them they haven't seen so far. It would be a good strategy for this right now.
So full timeout is called. Strategy being considered. If you'd like to sponsor the OH Report, allow us to make our programming live and free, allow us to maintain that always, please contact Brian Skoronsky. You can call or text the man at 970-629-0006. And with this opportunity, we'd also like to take a second to thank all of our sponsors: Douglas Property Services, Crown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, BS Media Productions, The Joe Show, and Takedown. Thank you for allowing us to provide this coverage live and free, always to fans. Six and a half minutes left here in this fourth quarter. A layup by Perkins, no good. Now Hatfield pushing the tempo himself. Slows things down as they pull it out. Some back screens on flex motion being made. Minor takes it, moving it around. Hatfield thinks about the three, decides on the drive, gets caught up at the foul line.
I like the patience they're showing right here because you need to get a really good shot here.
You get the sense heading in later in this game, I mean, these possessions are going to start mattering a lot more and more as Fedak comes up with the block on Minor. Perkins at half spin, and Fedak, right place, right time.
Great pass by Perkins.
The lead again to 8. And a quick three from Brody Hatfield, the 5'9" sophomore.
Bartlett's got some pretty good young kids there right now, and he can keep on building on that. He's got a good future ahead of them.
Getting a look at this list here, there are a lot of underclassmen, underclassmen, a couple of freshmen on this squad. Connor Waters stepping in, getting in the way of that pass.
One of my former players here at Big Walnut told me that they're really senior and sophomore driven, and he's exactly right from what he had said. Jordan Coleman told me that before the game.
Foul is called. Trent Minor is going to go to the line.
You need these right here. Like I said, they're 2 for 10 from the line. These are big ones.
First free throw from Minor is good. Puts him within 4 now.
This should be a moment he thrives in, being a senior and what he's done so far for this program.
Count the second within 3. Seven straight wins for the Golden Eagles. Tonight would make it 8. They were so lucky to pick up one here tonight. Shot from Perkins. Doesn't get it. It's hard with that fadeaway. You can't really justify a foul call when you're falling away,
yeah,
right?
Totally agree with that. I mean, if you're going to fall away, you don't deserve that call, too. I wouldn't be surprised if for Big Walnut scores that Westerville North takes a timeout and try to regroup here a little bit and get their starters back in this game.
Great point. They put it within 1 on just a 2-point shot, but a 3-pointer from Hatfield. No good. Hatfield recovers his own rebound, tries to find somebody, slips it inside. The shot, no good, but a foul is called.
You know, they're just being out hustled right now. I mean, Big Walnut just wants the ball more than they do currently at this point in time.
And, you know, it was funny. In the third quarter, I was starting to think maybe the pace is starting to get to them a little bit, where they're starting to feel fatigue. But now it's the other side of things, where Big Walnut is the one running the floor.
I totally agree with that. And now the free throws are starting to fall. I mean, this is going to come down to the wire right now. And I go back to this. This freshman's really, really stepped up tonight. 7 points so far.
Great point. Ty Perkins with 16. Now within 1. And I'm sure this is closer than Westerville North was bargaining for. Foul called here as well. Ty Perkins goes to the line.
You know, going back to what you had said earlier, that's a foul. I don't know if I could call that one right there.
Yeah. The first one is good. Second one as well, and now a timeout called by the Warriors.
So here's an interesting one for you, Bryce. Before the game today, I was talking to our athletic director, and he had told me that this is going to be a 5-point game one way or another, and he's pretty much, Mike Delaney's pretty much right with this so far. For the quarter, we got 12 points for Big Walnut, 8 for Westerville North.
So Big Walnut coming out strong in this fourth quarter. And it could be, you know, looking at the record, the Golden Eagles have lost 2 games. That can be kind of deceptive. But you look at the caliber of the teams that they lost to, Olentangy, Berlin, and Delaware Hayes. Those are 2 very, very strong teams in this conference. And they've really made it a point to come out and win the last 7 games. Now sitting at 7-2. Put them at 8-2 tonight if they were to pick up the victory against Westerville North. But what a story that would be for this program.
Oh, for sure. Right now, they're playing on house money. Coming into this game, no one expected them to win, and here they are in this game. And it's going to, like I said, this is going to go down to the wire. They should be excited. I mean, their bench should be up cheering for them. These fans should be cheering for them. But it's going to come down to crunch time right here. We're going to need to see some big plays right here.
Trent Minor takes things out of bounds for Golden Eagles. Full court pressure still on, but just a man now as they clear things out. Hatfield crosses half-court line. And overshooting that steal, they say. Micah Young called for the foul.
Foul number 1, Young.
Both sides, both.
Yeah, I'm going to stay quiet on that one right there.
Yeah, everyone, both sides are getting into this one.
For sure.
But all the same, even though they're a bit of touchy fouls, have been consistent. I mean,
very consistent. That's why I'm going to. Yep, it's gone both the ways. And like I said earlier in the show, these guys have a hard job. I mean, they do the best they can. They do a very good job. They've done a very good job tonight in particular.
Oh, a beautiful 360 floater from Brody Hatfield. That's his 9th. And Micah Young gets it right back.
That was a big-time shot right there. They needed that.
Miner wants to take things up court. Now Campagna shoots a 3. No good. A rebound by Stumpf.
You know, that's one of those ones as a young player, he's got to come down with the ball, then go back up, because he's not going to complete that play at this point in time. And he'll learn that as he gets older.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this quarter. We're getting close to the end of this game, and it is as close as ever. That shot is no good. Pushing the floor is Hatfield alone. Looks towards the corner. They call a block.
You know, I actually like that call. You want to know why? He was so far into the basket that I think that's why they called that a block. Yes, was he in position? He was, and it was very well done defensively, but he's got to step up. He can't be so far under the rim with that. He'll never get that call with that.
So now going to the line for 2 is Hatfield.
Big Walnut knocking the free throws down when they need them now.
Gets him 2.
6 for 10 for this half. They were 2 for 10 going before that.
I'm sure they want some of those free throws back at this point with how tight this game is.
For sure.
The spin move from Young puts it up with the right hand and one.
That was tough right there. I'm not sure defensively they could do anything about that.
Number 12, Stump. Young at the line, shooting 1.
Now Micah Young going to the line to shoot 1, make it a 2-possession ball game for the first time in a long time in this quarter. Beautiful rotation on the ball. Count the basket.
So as a team, Westerville North is 6 for 6 now from the free throw line.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So making the most of those opportunities. I'm sure they could just wish they could get there more often.
Yeah, and Big Walnut right now, I got them at 8 for 16. No, 8 for 18. I apologize. And that's 10 points that you're missing right there, like you brought up earlier. Those are ones you need, and especially in a game like this.
And I think as a player, you know, it's something that can be so easy to look over. You know, you miss a free throw and you think, oh, it's 1 point. But then you go back and look at the numbers and realize you're leaving sometimes 10, 15 points on the table. Correct.
But, you know, they've still hung into this. I mean, they're still fighting. They're still grinding. They're only down 4.
Right.
And they came to play tonight. They definitely came to play.
Definitely an impressive showing.
Moving forward, too, Big Walnut will be shooting 2 free throws for the rest of the quarter. Now, that's going to be a big factor right there. Westerville North, Big Walnut still commit 3 more fouls before they send them to the line.
Perhaps an advantage to be found there. Dribbles it off his back end, but able to recollect. Hatfield finds Miner at the wing. Inside of 2 minutes. Now Waters.
Great shot.
Puts it in, a half mid-range, half floater. So again, within 2, a 30-second timeout is called by Big Walnut.
See, I like that right there. Call that timeout in this situation. Put something together. Put your defensive unit in. You got to try to create a turnover here. And if not, worst case scenario, you commit a foul. You still have fouls to give before you put them on the line. The scary part for Big Walnut moving forward, though, is if they do put them on the line, Westerville North shoots so well from the line.
Great point there. And, you know, we saw in the game between Westerville North and Olentangy Orange where they weren't close to the limit was actually kind of a detriment to them. All the time they spent having to intentionally foul until they could finally get them to the line. We'll see how that plays into things if they continue to trail.
Something to look into as far as this moves on is Eon Robinson has 4 fouls. They can't afford to lose him. Right. So he's got to not commit that 5th foul for Westerville North to be successful.
Perhaps one of the best support players in the league, Ian Robinson.
That's a good foul in that situation right there. You got to commit it anyways.
With a minute 16, we bring them to 3 team fouls. They go to the line to shoot free throws, 2 free throws at 5 regardless.
That's that new rule, and I like that rule. I do.
Been a lot of discussion on that, allowing teams to continue playing. The fouls restarting at those quarter marks. A bit of a fresh start for both teams at that quarter mark.
Agreed, and this is what's going to happen. They're going to have to get out there and pressure right now.
Trent Miner picks up his first on the reach-in foul. That's pretty incredible to think about. 16 points on the night for him.
You know, he's solid. He does a lot of dirty work for them as well, too. So that was an intentional foul. Well, not really intentional, but he went after Vari. As soon as he caught the ball, maybe they know something we don't know right away. They want to put him on the line or not. I wonder if Coach Bartlett told them that right away. As soon as he touched the ball, let's hack a Shack. You know, the old days when you would see that for old Shack.
Almost broke the NBA at one point.
For sure. Strategy works so far.
Bangs one out, so we will keep it a 1-possession ball game. We'll see if the differential is 2 or 3 after this free throw.
One thing Big Walnut cannot afford to do is if he misses this, you cannot give up an offensive rebound.
And no good. And Campagna just tackles him, wraps around the shoulders.
I think they're going to get a jump ball beforehand, though.
We'll see. They do call the foul. We'll see if they... So Robinson goes to the line for 2.
Well, if you ask me, that's a frustration foul in that situation, too, because they know that rebound is crucial in that situation. You're down 2, and they missed 2 consecutive free throws, and you had a chance with that right there.
Going to the line for 2 is Robinson. Crowd really getting into it now. They know what's at stake here. Conversation being had, coaching staff of Big Walnut as he gets an explanation of what happened there. So it's a 3-point game. Robinson makes the first free throw. He has 1 more. Second one is no good, so it's a 1-possession game with 55 seconds left on the clock. Hatfield takes the ball up court looking for an option.
If it's me, I don't go for a 3 right now. I try to, if they give you an easy basket, take that 2-pointer. Do not force the 3.
And Stumpf absorbs the foul, so he's going to go to the line for free. It looked like a quick elbow to the body. Completely accidental, but still sends him to the line.
I mean, if there was a strategy involved there, I mean, if you foul the freshman, see what he's capable of doing there, see if the pressure gets to him a little bit, maybe.
Made a good showing so far tonight, has 8 points to his record. Makes the first one, make it 9.
If he makes this, I fully expect the timeout to take place right now and Bartlett to come to set some kind of pressure up. Clutch.
second one's good. Very clutch. So Campagna comes out. Looks like Waters comes in.
Did you notice they took Vari out there?
Oh, great point there. The closing possessions. Perkins has trouble with that one. Golden Eagles trailing this one by 1 late here in the fourth quarter.
You have to foul here. You're giving up too much clock right there.
Foul finally called. So that's going to send
Number 0, Minor.
someone to the line for 2. So Micah Young will go to the line. 2 big free throws here.
Shooting 2.
I don't know, but this angle, it looks like his foot's across the line right there.
A bit, yeah. Makes the first one.
Did you see that too then?
I did, yeah, very close.
Timeout, Big Walnut.
So a timeout called by Big Walnut.
They have 2 left.
2 timeouts left. They're
Westerville North has 2 as well.
outscoring Westerville North 20-15 in this quarter.
I'm going to assume that Vari is going to get put back in the game in this situation in case of a missed free throw, that he can try to attack the glass. If not, they could use him defensively for sure.
Great point, perhaps going with size.
Just saw a couple of my colleagues down there. They must be in here watching the game. One of our high school kids down there. Little Zach Church, great baseball player here at Highland.
Bit of a homecoming for you here.
Yeah, a couple of guys in here. I think that's a smart timeout too. Freeze the shooter, set something up, so whether it's going to be a 2 or a 3. You know what the team knows what to expect coming out of this right away. Instead of taking the chance of knowing what he's going to make, you already have it in place. And you ice him a little bit. It still looks like his foot is over.
Look at that here. Oh, just barely a tough shot. Makes the second though. 3-point ball game, 20 seconds left. Eternity in basketball time.
Like I said, I don't think you have to settle for a 3 yet here either. Now you might have to with 13 seconds because you may not get another possession. Even if you make the 2, by the time you make the foul and you get back down, it's not like the NBA where you're getting the ball at half court if you call a timeout. So I think you got to draw something up here. Personally, if it's me and I'm Westerville North's coach, I don't even let him get a 3 off. I foul. I put him on the line, make him take 2 shots, and play it out. I mean, you don't give them the opportunity. You take the opportunity away from them.
Great point. So we will see so much drama late here in the game. I'm sure the nerves on these poor students right now.
For sure.
I mean, with how skilled and athletic they are, it's so easy to forget that they're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, right? Very young folks, but they're so mature. They have such great wits about them. They're such great basketball players. It can almost fool you. Sometimes you think you're watching like a college game, right?
Well, correct, yes. This has been quality basketball tonight. It's been fun to watch no matter how this ends. But like I said, if it's me, I'm fouling here. I'm not letting them get a shot. Especially as the clock ticks down right here.
10 seconds. Minor has the ball, looking for someone. Waters with it, stumbles. 3 seconds. The shot from Hatfield, no good. This one ends in a Warriors victory, 60-57 at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. They had a look there too.
A heartbreaker for the Golden Eagles as they move to 7-3 on the season. Warriors moving to 7-2. Stay tuned with us. We'll have the MVP and post-game show with you coming up next.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
Bryce Cutter with the OH Report, coming back to you live for the Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram post-game show. Wrapping things up here. Westerville North, big winners in this one, coming down to the final possession, 60-57 in the post-game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team stats for both teams. Westerville North shooting 15 for 26 from field goal range, 14 for 31 from three-point, 15 rebounds, 14 turnovers, 10 fouls, 8 for 10 from free throw range, 11 for 22 from field goal range for the Golden Eagles, 7 for 19 from three-point range, 20 rebounds, 19 turnovers, 11 fouls, 10 for 20 from the free throw line. So what did you see tonight, Chris?
I witnessed a great basketball game here tonight, and it came down to the wire. The big difference for me right now was the free throw shooting. When you go 10 for 20 and you lose by 3, that's a tough pill to swallow as a coach, especially when the other team goes 8 for 10. They capitalize on their opportunities, and that's kind of what hurt Big Walnut. But I think Coach Bartlett had them ready to play. And I think they're going to surprise the people as the season moves on even more.
And, I mean, it's got to be so frustrating coming up short, just barely short in 3 losses now, one against Delaware Hayes, once against Olentangy Berlin, and now against Westerville North. Coming into the second half of the season, they've got to be hungry, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, and look at the 3 teams they've lost to. Those are quality teams. So they're playing great teams and competing with them. That's why I said I think that down the road they're gonna get somebody, and it might cost them a championship.
Great point there. Now, as we get a look at this gym clearing out, we're waiting on our MVP, Ian Robinson. Ian Robinson with 16 points in the game, 7 rebounds, and 2 3-pointers. And we were talking about it during the game, but, I mean, what an amazing support player. Obviously, a lot of attention on guys like Ty Perkins or Micah Young or Vari Adams, but to be able to have that depth to even your starting lineup with Ian Robinson, who can reliably put the ball in baskets in tough situations, get on the boards and rebound. I mean, what more could you want?
It just shows the depth this team has. I mean, he's the 4th leading scorer, I would assume, but based off what I've seen so far. And look, he can go out here and he leads the team in scoring tonight. That's why I think they're going to be tough to beat. There's so many weapons. They can do so many things. And one of the things I was really impressed with Westerville North was tonight was the first night time we saw them. The first night it was against Canal, and it was a track meet. Well, tonight they had to slow the game down, and they had to play to the speed of what Big Walnut created, and they're able to do that. It shows that it's a solid team, and they're able to play all the way around. And that right there is a weapon, especially come tournament time.
And so many different aspects of their game that they can focus on. I mean, we've seen them really excel shooting the ball from 3-point range, but tonight it was a little bit different looking inside for their baskets.
Yeah, and they didn't seem to panic at all. You know, that was one of the things I noticed, that when it became crunch time, they were real relaxed. It was like you couldn't even tell that they were only up by 3 with a minute to go. It was like they were up by 20. That's how they acted. You know, they weren't afraid of the moment. And often kids this age, they are afraid of that moment, and they start to tense up, and you see mistakes happen in crucial situations. Well, they didn't do that, and it showed. I mean, like I said, it's a great ball game with both teams. Each one of them brought their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and they played off of them. If this is what Central Ohio has to offer, we're in for a great tournament season.
Great point there. So we will take a quick break as we wait for our MVP, Ian Robinson, to make his way over to us now. Stay with us.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with the OH Report MVP player of the game, Ian Robinson. 16 points on the night, 7 rebounds, and 2 huge three-pointers. Congrats.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And, we were talking about it on air. A lot of attention can be drawn to guys like Ty Perkins and Vari Adams, who are fantastic players, but you've been such fantastic support for this season. How do you see yourself in your role in this team?
Just keep working hard defensively, keep working on my shot, just trying to contribute as much as I can each game, playing my role on defense, rebounding, taking charges, just doing the little things in on offense, shooting those open threes when I'm open, and, yeah, just driving, shooting when I can, stop and don't hesitate.
And obviously such a magical season. Competing at such a high level for you guys. What has made it so special? What elements have you guys been so proud of this season?
Just working hard. Practice is compared to last year, practice is a dogfight every single practice. So I say practices that's a main key to our winning. Well, our wins so far is our practices. And just everything we do is from our practice and how much hard we work.
And Big Walnut coming into this game, they're kind of a sleeper, right? They've played some really high-level teams and been able to compete with you guys as well. What's the message from Coach coming into today's game?
Just that we knew that coming into the game that they weren't like a team that this is like a team that we should not worry about. We knew that they were a hard-working team, that they have 2 losses to some very good teams. So we knew that coming into this game that it was going to be a dogfight from the get-go.
And anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Shout out my family. Shout out Renee. And shout out all my coaches and all my players, my brothers. Yeah.
Great shout out. Sounds like you've got a lot of support around you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure in a game like this, you score 16 points, you've got to work up a bit of an appetite. Am I right?
Oh, for sure.
Well, we were talking to the folks at Brassica at Upper Arlington, and they wanted to hook you up, the MVP player of the game, with a $20 gift card to Brassica North Star. Any location will get you hooked up with some health, power food, some wraps, whatever your heart desires. Congrats.
Thank you very much. Shout out Brassica North Star. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone for allowing us to be live and free tonight. All of our sponsors, myself directing and on play-by-play, Bryce Coder. I'd like to thank Chris Rupe on color commentary, always fantastic, and Colin Crisp on the camera. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be live and free. Douglas Property Services, OH Report, Crown Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, and the BS Media Productions. Stay safe, have a great night, and we will catch you next time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.
You better watch out. It's the year-end big event at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. During the wrap-up the year sales event, get a new Ram 1500 up to $15,000 off MSRP. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Crown's year-end big event is here for a limited time.
Santa Claus is coming to Crown.